Gamers, toy collectors, sweaties that still live at home in their mum's basements. You're watching Stooge Club. It's another pickups video, and this is a giant-sized episode. Now, not because of the amount of things in it, but literally, I bought a whole lot of giant-sized things. So let's start with the no articulation plastic Iron Man. You may have seen in the last episode, I got the, come on, focus, idiot, the Iron Patriot. So for another 49p, I figured I'd add Iron Man. These, the legs and arms move, and that's it. But they display quite nicely. So let's have a quick look at him. So as you can see, very basic paint apps, but still displays quite nicely. All right, next, the wife found these guys. Sticking on the giant-sized theme, there is a giant-sized Michelangelo, and his shell opens. Looks like he used to have armor, and that's all been, like, a kid's ripped it all off. If you can see here, it looks like there was something there. But to join him, his slightly taller brother, Donatello. I don't know why he's... Let's see if we can get them both in frame. Slight, like, I don't know, probably 2 inches taller. 1.5 inches taller. But same kind of figure. Pretty sure it's from the same series, except maybe that was a series that had armor and this one wasn't. I don't know. But let's get a little bit of a closer look at these guys. Now, these were a little bit more expensive. They came from a charity shop. Come on. Focus on Donnie's head. So I believe they were like £4 each, but they are giant. They're very cool. Now, this one was £2. Giant robots in disguise, Optimus Prime. It's not in bad condition. So he's huge. It's a big figure. It's actually around the same height as G1 Galvatron, G1 Ultra Magnus. It's a big, big toy. Like, there's my arm. It's a big toy. I like it. It's very cool. Okay, so they were the 4 giant items. Then we got a few other little things. I believe his name is Doraemon. Little Japanese kitty figure. The writing's all in Japanese, so I think this is made by Tomy. And it's got a little wind-up gimmick. And he takes his little friend away with him. It's pretty cute. Also, when the wife picked up the turtles, she found this. It's a little bit discolored. It's a little bit chunky, but kind of suits the character. It is... come on. Stand up. WWE referee Earl Hebner, who, if you didn't know, himself and his brother Dave Hebner were fired from WWE for knocking off merchandise and selling it out of the boot of their car at events. Only in wrestling, folks. But he is a legend in the business. He was there for the Montreal Screwjob. He was a ref in TNA for many, many years. He was a ref in WWE for many, many years. They did the brother switch angle, the referee switch angle with Hulk Hogan with his twin brother Dave Hebner. Legend in the business. Should be in the Hall of Fame, but probably never will be. Found this guy for £1 today, and he's missing a few pieces and all the rest of it, but I don't care. He's so awesome. G1 Dirge. That's right, folks. G1 figure for £1. See, he's a bit loose. He's not perfect, but you know what? I don't care. It's a G1 Transformer. For £1. You can't complain. So I've got the G2 version of Dirge as well. Might need to buy some Seeker hands. Now, if you don't know, Generation 1 and Generation 2 molds are exactly the same. identical. So the Generation 2 Seekers look exactly the same as this. So that means the hands pieces that go over that can actually fit either and or. So that's perfect. All the molds are like that. They just repainted and put different apps and stickers on Gen 2. So Generation 1 Prime's hands are the same as Generation 2, so on and so on. So when you need repo parts, if you've got a Gen 2 figure and you see Gen 1 repo hands, they will work as well. In fact, all Gen 1 and Gen 2 parts are interchangeable, I should say. The wife collects Eeyores. So I got a 2 for £1 today. Little Eeyore eating a flower. And the classic grey style Eeyore. If you've seen Christopher Robin, who dropped one of the greatest lines of all times, "Oh great, now it has a weapon." So there for the wife. And finally, because I haven't been buying a lot, we haven't seen a lot, we got some comic books, folks. So there's an awesome secondhand shop. That's actually where I got Dirge for £1. They sell lots of comics. So for 50p each, I bought a stack of a book I've never read by First Comics, John Sable. It's like a spy thriller cross superhero type book. I've never read it, so pretty happy with that. Issue 2, so that was issue 1. It's issue 2. Come on. Issue 3. Issue 4. 6. So yeah, it's not a complete run. 6. 10. 14. 16. Some of these covers are really good. That's just a cool cover. 18. That's a pretty nice cover as well, actually. That reminds me of like something John Byrne would do. 22. That's a pretty cool cover as well. Very sort of early 90s. 23. So there's a few like little runs here. 26. 34. 45. 55. So they were all 1988, and then obviously a new series started in 1989, I'm guessing, because we've got issue 23 from the 1990 series. It's a completely different artwork. It's just called Sable now. Issue 26 from that series. So the character design's slightly different. And issue 27 from that series. So 2 different John Sable series. We'll check those out. And finally, also got 2 annuals. Now these were a bit more expensive, but hang on, how much was that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So I got these 2 for 11, and they were supposed to be 8, if you can see that on the back. $8.50 each, so they cut me a nice deal. This is the 1996 X-Men annual with a Jim Lee cover. I think that's from like X-Men 10? No, it could even be earlier. It could be like X-Men 3. It was a shot of them. They were on Asteroid M with Magneto. That's where that piece of art comes from. It's really cool. And this one just looked awesome. It's 1986 Judge Dredd. Now, if you're not in the UK, annuals are a thing here. And like, for instance, they're not in Australia. I know about them because I've imported a few in the past. So basically what these are, comic books, sometimes there's little activities, drawings, written stories, all sorts of little different things in regards to these characters. If you've been watching my pickups, I've picked up heaps of them, like Beano and Danger Mouse and Transformers and all sorts of weird and wonderful stuff. I've got Thundercats ones and all sorts of stuff. So getting X-Men and Judge Dredd, very, very cool addition. And I really love this secondhand shop that I found in Manchester. I'm going to be hitting that up a lot. So, folks, they were the pickups. How did we do? We didn't spend too much this time around, but as I said, it's a giant-sized episode. Let me know in the comments below. I've been your host, the Stooge. Thank you so much for watching. And until next time, folks, don't forget, adventure, excitement. Stooge craves not these things. Welcome to the Stooge Revolution!